This is Carlos Wolf with 4-H Network News, and I'm here at
Theo Chocolate.
And you are?
I'm Joe Whinney, founder and CEO. Cocoa grows 20 degrees north and south of the equator in humid tropical countries. When they're harvested, they come out of these pods that are like a small football, and inside are about 40 beans covered in a white mucilage, which is very, very sweet. It has a lot of sugar in it. The beans are taken out of the pods, fermented, and then dried. The first thing we do is we dump them into the bucket elevator, which carries them up to the aspirator, which is a piece of equipment up top. Then the beans fall down into the destoner, and the destoner, there's a vacuum that just lifts the beans up off a vibrating tray, and anything heavier than a cocoa bean vibrates up and out, and lighter beans fall down on the side to the right. In here, we're going to roast the beans and then winnow them to take the shell off, and then do a final roast to develop the flavor. The beans are brought in, they're dumped into this blower, which blows them up into the hopper. The hopper then feeds the roaster. Where we roast the beans, we do a pre-roast. It's about 10 minutes, usually not hotter than 300 degrees. The nib is the bean inside. What we want the nib, that's what chocolate's made out of. The shell is actually a really great mulch, and we sell it as for mulch. So once the beans are pre-roasted, they dump them into this bucket elevator, which carries them up into the winnower. The beans are cracked, and then they fall down into a series of vibrating screens and rakes. Once the nibs are properly roasted, we need to grind them to turn them into what looks like chocolate. Cocoa beans are half fat and half solids. The fat is cocoa butter. The solids are cocoa powder. They go through the stone mill. There are two stones that grind the beans, and as they grind the beans, they break the fat cells. And because cocoa butter melts at 84 degrees and our mill's operating at about 170 degrees, it becomes liquid, and it looks like chocolate that's pouring out of there. But it's not coarse enough, or it's too coarse. It's not fine enough to have a really nice, smooth mouthfeel as a finished product. Our percentages for dark chocolate range from 65% to a 91%. And later this year, we will do 100% chocolate. Once the liquor is done in the stone mill, we send it to the ball mill. The ball mill is filled with small stainless steel ball bearings, and there's a center shaft that spins very fast and agitates the balls. The liquor is pumped up through the mill, and as it does, the particle size of the liquor is reduced to about 10 or 12 microns, which I'm told is about the size of a red blood cell. It has a really nice hum. The stone mill, on the other hand, because we're going from those very chunky nibs to liquid, is extremely loud. The liquor is pumped into this tank, and from here we can send it to a variety of places in the factory. All of the stainless steel pipes are jacketed pipes. So there's a center pipe that carries the chocolate. The outside pipe between the walls of the inner and the outer pipe is filled with water, and we keep it about 140 degrees. So all the stainless steel is actually chocolate's moving through there. That's how we move it around the factory. Copper pipes are carrying water to and fro.
You keep referring to the chocolate as liquor. Why is that?
Well, it's a chemist term, and some people call it cocoa mass or chocolate mass. Liquor is a pretty standard term for ground cocoa nibs, at least in the U.S. There's no alcohol added at all.
Do you have any particular reason for the green and yellow scheme?
That's a great question. So the yellow parts of the equipment are where chocolate's moving. We're carrying it from machine to machine. It's traveling through the yellow parts. The green, we just really love the color. We think it's fresh. It's cheery, and it actually is a nice contrast to this giant red brick wall that we have.
Where did you learn to make all of this?
Trial and error. I've been in the cocoa industry for a number of years. I started working with small farmers in Latin America, and then moved into the business side of things, and had been working with chocolate manufacturers in the U.S. and Europe. So I had an understanding of the process. But when we built the factory, we knew what kind of equipment we wanted to have. I was clear on what kind of equipment could make good chocolate, but I can tell you that to learn how to operate it has really taken a lot of work, and I think we're doing okay so far. All but 2 of our chocolates are certified fair trade. We believe strongly that without having farmers who are healthy and viable and producing incredible cocoa, our business can't exist. And eating is an agricultural event. That's what Wendell Berry said. I completely believe that. So we're trying to bring farmers further up the brand value chain and bring them. We want them to be a part of our business, so that if you go out and buy one of our chocolate bars, maybe you'll feel some small connection to the place where it's coming from and the people who grow it. And if you understand more about their lives and what the crop or what they had to go through to produce such an incredible crop, maybe you'll appreciate the value that the bar has. So that's our goal.